Hi, this is Lisa from Punk Creation and welcome back. So I've been asked to do a small video on my planning processes for my journals. So as I'm planning my next journal, I thought I would turn the camera on and bring you along for the ride. So the first thing I do is choose my papers. And I've just had this wonderful steampunk set come from Stamperia, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to be using this one. It's what I love about Stamperia is the beautiful, even on the cover, you can use these separate cutouts, or if you want to, you can use, if you can see that, that's just lovely as a page. And then these as a ticket, and quite often you'll get something wonderful on one side, but then on the other it's equally as nice. Whereas with these Stamperia ones, I've noticed that on the back it's a label, or it's the back of that picture, if that makes sense. So you don't feel like you're losing a wonderful image by cutting into the other side. So I absolutely adore all of these. All of these images are just perfect. So I'm going to be cutting into pages like this. I'll probably use that as a complete picture, maybe for the front cover. Aren't they stunning? The colours are beautiful and the pages are beautiful. So I've decided to go with this one. So I would then look at what papers and what cardstock I need to go with this. So I'd pick out the black there, I'd pick out some of the turquoise, I've picked out some green, although looking at this in a different light, it's not really green, is it? So I might not use that green, I might try and find some pale blues or something, and some brown maybe. So I would pick out those papers, those cardstocks, to match the colours in the set. Then I look at what pages I want to use, and I write myself a little note. So this journal is probably going to have 3 signatures with 10 pages on each. I'm going to use the cardstock as I've shown you. I've tea dyed lots of papers. Okay, now I did this at the weekend. My husband came down and he said, "Lisa, you finally lost it, your cooking paper." And I said, actually, I'm tea dyeing. So there we go. I've done absolutely loads. Some of this is very old vintage paper anyway, so it's quite delicate. Some of it is just copy paper. So I've done, it's about 34 sheets there. So I'm going to be using that. I have also got some book pages here. So I like to use the book pages so the text is readable. I don't like it when it's like that. It drives me mad. So I will try and use it so that it's horizontal. I've got some packaging here that I've cut into the size that I need. So I've cut 3 of those. I have also got these file folders, which are smashing to use because they've already got the fold in. They're nice and wide so that you can make pockets and tuck spots in there. And all I do is I take the file folder, put the size paper I want onto the file folder and cut the top off, and then fold the sides in. Okay, here I've just rounded the corners. You don't have to, you can ticket the corners if you want to, or round them, or just leave them straight. So I've done 3 of those, 1 for each signature. And then I've picked some fabrics. Now, again, I did lots of tea dyeing at the weekend with some fabrics, and this is just plain white. Sorry, I'm just reaching down for my paper. So this was plain white, and I stuck it in a pot of cold tea for a couple of hours. But but it goes really nicely with this. And because this is steampunk and this is sort of quite vintagey, I think it complements each other really well. So that's a possibility, very strong possibility. I've then got this beautiful lace ribbon from Stamping Up that I might use because those colours work really well. A friend of mine, Kate, gave me this for Christmas. It was wrapped around a gift. I'd like to use that somewhere. These blues, I think, look quite nice on it. This green looks lovely with that. See if I've got some more of this fabric somewhere, because that's smashing, isn't it? And then I've got this plain linen style. So I'm not sure yet whether I'm going to go for a fabric cover or a paper cover. I don't know. I also don't know whether I'm going to go for a traditional pamphlet stitch or whether I'm going to go for a no-sew bind. I'm drawn to the no-sew bind because I like to add bits and pieces into my journals and take them away if I want to. So I quite like that. I've also gone around my workshop collecting bits and pieces that I can use in my journal. So what have I got here? I'll start on this side. Bit of an old necklace I found at a charity shop. I've taken that apart. I've got some little very tiny safety pins. I've got some steampunk wooden embellishments there. It's a little corset and a little pistol. Got them from the NEC when I went last year. Some chain. This is a button. Then I've got some wooden cogs from Powertex. And then I found a metal pair of scissors. Don't know where I found that. So I've got this cog set from Tim Holtz. So I've die cut all of these cogs. Some of them haven't come out, but that's fine because by the time I finish layering them, you won't notice that some of it didn't come out. And I've got that set here if you just wanted to see what it's like. So you get lots in the set, really easy to use, lots of different sizes, absolutely stunning. And then I've got this as well, which again, it's another die from Tim Holtz. And you use it to put tickets and stuff in. So that's really, really cute. So that's that one. And then this one, I've got an old necklace, again, charity shop find, that I pulled apart. Lots of metal cogs in there, lots of different sizes. An old key, some ring pulls, not sure, they're quite old-fashioned ring pulls, aren't they? A button and some springs, some washers, and then some tiny keys. So I probably won't use all of that in my journal because that's quite a lot of embellishments, but I will probably use quite a bit of it. So that's my process. I also embellish using buttons and things. So I tend to just go for a rummage. I've got these nice sort of vintagey style ones here. I've got lots, so I literally just go for a rummage and see what best button there is for each section. So what I'd like to do is after I've done this video is put up another couple of the process that you can actually come and craft with me and follow the process with me. And I'd like to take you through the sewing processes, the folding and how I do the covers and stuff, and I'll probably do it over a couple of videos and see how we get on. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you. Bye.